to tooth and nail that way?
That's a great question. It was lonely, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
It was disorienting at times
Yeah.
because, you want to talk about outliers, and we were kind of the outliers
Yeah.
on the label. We kind of liked that too,
Right.
a little bit. But I think what helped us was that the owner of the label had really eclectic tastes.
Yeah.
And so he liked a lot of different styles of music. It wasn't just punk and hardcore. He loved all that.
Right.
But he also loved just a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And so we were just, we kind of filled a void of, of music that he liked, that he wanted to support and put out. And but it took a minute for everybody to stop laughing at us, and to begin to get invited to these types of things.
Sure, yeah.
So first couple of years were a little barren, and then we sort of received some increasing acceptance, and then people weren't maybe they were just winking and nodding at us, but they were less laughter, and so then we became a little more part of the club.
Sure.
So
They just kind of accepted you, the black sheep of the family.
yeah, I mean, because right. I mean, because we added a little spice to the mix, I think. So yeah.
Right, yeah. So, awesome. I'm going to skip way ahead from that period because these are the questions that are burning on my mind personally, and I'm sure for many others here. So, you went on, you did Joy Electric for, I don't know, like 15 years or so, and then all of a sudden you stopped. I don't know, back in 2008 or something like that, and you got into ministry and such. So what was all that about? What did that look like for you? Just kind of deciding not to do music anymore and then to go into ministry like that.
Yeah. Well, since Joy Electric is primarily just me, I can't break up, so
Yeah.
it was...
I mean, not with that attitude. I mean, you can.
Right, yeah. Well, we'd been going, and I always say we, but, the project had been going for a long time.
Right.
And we were pretty consistent with doing an album and an EP a year, all those years. And, as I was as the Lord was kind of bringing me into ministry, there just the time wasn't there. We're kind of leaving our place in the music industry and just kind of moving more into a ministry role. And it needed to be put on the shelf for a little while. And we did an independent record in 2012 called Dwarf Mountain Alphabet. And thanks. And then I mean I've been in seminary getting degrees and doing a bunch of other stuff, right?
Right.
And doing ministry, planting a couple of churches, being involved in that whole sphere. And then a few years ago, got my studio all rebuilt back into place, and it was just time. And so, had a bunch of songs, COVID hits, had a bunch of time.
Yeah.
And then, recorded the solo album, and that was kind of the, kind of getting back into it all,
Right.
which here we are now. But yeah, that's the shortest history that's the tightest
Sure.
historical perspective I've ever given. So thanks for
You can take your
thanks
time.
for shutting me up a little bit.
No, it's all good. I mean.